Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tina Slay, Quantum Light Language Healer. And I've had the most incredible week last week with my channeling. And as you know, that I am shown something different every day when I work. And over these last several weeks, I have been shown that I am to channel a lot of very relevant information in terms of awakening. And as I'm channeling for my clients, I am either channeling Oracle, who I have integrated, who comes in as master of all information within universal energy. And also I am now channeling my clients' individual galactic helpers and giving them galactic information about themselves, very much like a galactic historian. And this work is so fascinating, I cannot tell you, because I'm learning from it as well. As I step aside out of my physical body, I am placed into the most beautiful light where I either receive healing or upgrades. And then when whoever is channeling through me is finished, they then have to call me back. And quite often there is definitely a conversation around, no, I'm not coming back. And then I feel myself being pulled back into my body, which is quite amusing at the moment. So what I'd like to share with you are two parts of information that I was channeling for clients. I have their permission to share, so I'm very, very grateful because it is all about us understanding what's happening at the moment. So I'd like to share with you, first of all, one of my clients asked a question to his team that I was channeling about a feeling that they had that they were having a future existence, a future life running at the same time. And were they able to explain what's happening? And it was absolutely fascinating because I have understood and do understand that there is no time. I work outside of a time matrix. I work outside of all of those time constraints. And then I've been aware that as I work outside, I'm aware that there are multiple lifetimes of me as Tina who are existing simultaneously. But it's also a really difficult concept to try and explain and to try and understand. And I am very grateful that my galactic team and my higher self shows me how to explain things with analogies that become very, very simple. And it was so beautiful when the person or the team that I was channeling for my client explained very easily about past, present, and future lives which are running concurrently at this time and space. And those lifetimes may be as male, they may be as female, and they may be as a different entity. They might be on or off planet. And there are endless possibilities of how many of these dimensional selves of ourselves are actually running at the same time. And the easy way that they showed to explain this is if we could imagine the old-fashioned carousels within fairgrounds. And do you know the ones that I mean? The ones where they're beautiful, they're all lit up at night and they have music going and there will be animals and carriages all running round, going up and down on a carousel. So that was the first image that I was aware of, this most beautiful golden carousel with all of these lights around it and horses and carriages all moving along up and down according to how the program is set for that carousel to work, with also this beautiful music as well. And this is how it was described to us, that we are having an existence which is beyond our comprehension from a third dimensional perspective. So if you imagine this wonderful carousel, and it truly is magical, and imagine that there are many, many horses going up and down. There are many other shapes of animals going up and down. And maybe there are some carriages going up and down. each of these objects which are moving and going round and round are lifetimes which we are having at this now moment. And as they go up and down, they are traversing dimensional space, reality space. They are existing within realities which are unknown to us from our 3D perspective and our earthbound experience. Because we don't understand and we cannot conceptualize how the different layers of reality within the multiverse actually exist. And we're beginning to understand that, yes, we are energy. We know that actually, but we're beginning to understand that that energy goes much further than perhaps was first thought about and actually can be recorded scientifically. So if you imagine each of those objects on the carousel going up and down, each of those is a lifetime that is happening in a time frame where there is no time, that we would conceptualize as either happening in our past, in our present, or within our future. But it doesn't matter where they are happening because they are all part of this one carousel. They are all part of the light, and they are all part of the energy hearing, and they are all part of soul coherence. They are existing within the same carousel that we are able to move through past, present, and future simply as we are traversing the energy timelines. We're traversing dimensional space. And in this lifetime, we are told, there are 12 dimensions. I've been shown that the dimensions are infinite. They're absolutely infinite. And we can move through those according to our ascension in our own personal soul print. So yes, we are having future lives and we're having past lives, as we call them, all happening at the same time, simultaneously, because we are our own carousel. And those aspects of ourselves, those fragments, perhaps we call them, of our soul, are existing on different timelines and are having a different soul experience. But we are experiencing it all simultaneously at the same time. And once I'd finished channeling and I sort of came back and grounded myself back into my body, it just made so much sense. It just made it so much easier to understand. Of course, we are not just that we see. We are far more than that because we feel it within our energy field and we know it to be from our higher self perspective, from the information that we're given. That is why many of us in our astral are able to move beyond the boundaries of the physical holographic body, and we simply astral travel and we can connect wherever we need to connect. So that was absolutely fascinating for me. And the second wow piece of information came, which I wasn't aware of, and now that I am, makes absolute sense, and was slightly alluded to in some of the work of Dolores Cannon. And as you know, that I am a QHHT practitioner, so I've followed her work and connect to her very beautifully. And I was working with one of my clients who has a young child who is very much struggling to fit within the programs which are running at the moment. And the information that came forward was absolutely fascinating. And there are 3 stages of awakening that we are going through on planet Earth. At the moment, and this has been confirmed in my astral travelling and in my higher self understanding, that what I've been seeing is that we are trying to deconstruct the negative programs which are running currently on Earth. And those programs and frequencies are all around control, all around separation, and all around fear. Therefore, we have dropped into a program which holds all of those dimensional frequencies, which are the lowest heavy frequencies. And in order for us to assist in the shift that everyone keeps hearing about, we need to understand that cosmically, we are being assisted to change the templates which not only surround Earth, but which are within the universe templates, but also within the multiverse templates. Because whatever happens on Earth reverberates through the golden templates and has an effect through the cosmic universe. Likewise, any other planet or reality that is having an experience will also reverberate through their templates into the universal templates, and then will reverberate through the whole multiverse templates. So that's why we are all connected. This feeling of being completely separate, there's nothing else out there, is just so beyond ridiculous, because we are all connected, and everything that we do is connected through these templates, because we actually all hold our own universal templates, which I call either the matrix or I call the blueprint, but basically that is the energy of which we are in this human body. So once they had explained this, they then also explained that the difficulty which is happening at the moment around having to bring the new energy frequencies in to the templates which are existing, because the program is so neatly slotted in to the lower frequencies. And in order for us to do this, there have been three, I suppose, stages is what the word they use, three stages of souls who have agreed to come in to assist with that clearing and with that deconstruction. So the first stage is people like myself and people like you who are awakened and are here to awaken further on our journey. Some of us hold the blueprint to assist others in their awakening, which is why I do the work that I do, because my blueprint is here to awaken others and to assist them on that journey. Once we are awakened, we can hold the frequencies that are needed to make the initial change, to assist in opening up portals and changing template energies, that we can then start to raise the vibration and bring in the higher level golden templates. But we can't do that until there are sufficient numbers of us that can start holding this energy, which is why lots of people are drawn to do earth healing, lots of people are drawn to do portal work, lots of people are drawn to do healing for others, because that's how we raise the vibration. And that was shown to us as stage one. Stage two is the others who are already at that level, who are already holding through their higher selves the ability to hold higher frequencies and deconstruct the programs which are running and the lower templates of energy which are embedded through the crystalline grid and through the astral templates. And then, very interestingly, we have the third stage, which are these beautiful, beautiful light souls who are coming forward, who will bring in the higher frequencies once stage one and stage two have achieved their objective. But the problem also is that these beautiful light children are really struggling to integrate their light within the density of the program which is running. That is why we have so many children who are feeling completely not of this world, who are struggling within mainstream, who are labelled with various medical conditions and then who are sedated because their energy frequency is much higher than that of the others who are unawakened. And the information given was about all we can do to support those new stage 3 light workers is the reassurance and love that they are exactly where they are meant to be. They become very highly sensitive to lots of pollutants. They become very highly sensitive to lots of additives within our food. They become very highly sensitive to what is going on around them because their frequency is of stage 3, of which we haven't even managed to really hold stage 1. So the integration cannot happen because we are still trying to shift and move the energies which have been much harder to remove than had been anticipated. So the reason I wanted to share this was that if you are in that place of transitioning into understanding your awakening and you are struggling to harness your energy to integrate it, know that this is something sort of part and parcel of what we've agreed to do, and find a way that you can bring and harness that energy in so that there is flow. If you are a parent of a stage 3 light child, a light being, a beautiful energy, who is struggling, know that that is part of what is happening and that your role is simply to ground them, to hold them, to support them, and to protect them as they journey, understanding that yes, they are absolutely different. They are different because they have to be, because they're going to be bringing in that higher coding. Therefore, we just need to support and love them until we get to a place where we're able to bring in their powers and we're able to bring in their light, and they can sit and fit into the higher dimensional timelines which are then coming, and they can do what they have agreed to do as they drop into this world. So if they are struggling, just support them. Let them know they're different. Let them know that they are here on a different mission and that it will settle so that they may settle. But they are absolutely beautiful light beings. They are fragile because they are in a fragile environment where we are changing and we're desperately trying to change those templates. Know that they are not on their own. They come with massive support, but we just simply have to hold that space for them and let them know that they're here to do an amazingly wonderful and powerful job. So I hope you found that interesting. I certainly did. And as I gain more information, I will share it on my YouTube channel. I will also share it on my Facebook page under Light Soul Spirit. My Instagram page is Tina Slade, Light Soul Spirit. And I'm using that just as a bit of a platform for fun. I'm using my light language. I'm sharing on a Monday 3 cards to help understand the energies which are coming in the following week, because everybody loves an oracle card. And I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to understand what other missions I am here for. And I do believe that I shall shortly be channeling Oracle to give you more information as I step into my light. So with love, grace and honour, I thank you for the journey that we share, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much.